Hey, my few YouTube subscribers and the rest of YouTube. So, this is a spontaneous video for my latest homebrew, and like all the others I've reviewed, this one's very green. Looks just pretty much like Kermit, I'd say. Doesn't talk, but yeah, there you go. So, alright. I'm going to cut right to the chase with this one. So, I'm still brewing with liquid malt extract for now, and I've discussed why I'm not using mild grain. Here's the details on it. So I used 6 pounds of pilsner liquid extract, not a lot, but I wasn't going for a super strong high alcohol beer. Don't need it. 1.5 pounds of special B, which gives dark fruit flavors, a variety of them. I really like that malt. The fruit flavors depends on your palate. Cherry, some people get dark grape, plum, raisin. I've heard a little bit chocolate, different things. So anyway, I use 1 pound of Crystal 80, and that gives intense toffee and caramel, burnt sugar and raisin as well. And then 8 ounces of aromatic malt. And let me look that one up again real quick. I should have that one memorized, but I don't. Clean, intense, malty flavor. There we go. I knew that one, even though I didn't look it up. Okay. So there's that, and then what else do I use in this thing? A pound of molasses at 5 minutes. Get to that in a minute. 2 ounces of styrian golding at 60. And then 1.5 ounces each at 45 minutes and 20 minutes. And the reason I used 1.5 ounce is because the recipe that I was basing mine off, the styrian had a higher alpha acid than the one I bought, so basically doubled the acidity of the ones I bought to match the recipe. This isn't hoppy at all. Now, one thing I want to mention real quick. The molasses, I added that because normally Belgian beers use candy sugar, which is basically just beet sugar. Well, she didn't have any candy sugar, the shop I went to. She had molasses, and that's not the same, but you know, I'll go ahead and try it. Well, I didn't open it up. It was in a generic container that she had, I guess, taken from a bigger jug and put in smaller containers. As soon as on brew day, I opened it up right before I was going to add it, it stunk of sulfur. I looked around, is this right, is this normal, and I was getting mixed answers. Yes, no, it just depends. Some people sweet, wonderful, others, yeah, it smells like shit. So, I went and put it in. Not like 2 minutes after I put it in the boil, I read, oh yeah, don't use sulfured molasses in homebrewing. Oh my god. And that was right after I put it in. But all my searches didn't come up with that until after I used it. So, yeah. After I put in the fermenter, it reeked of sulfur for about an hour or two, and that died down. I just kegged it today, so today, as I record this, January 25th, 2.5 weeks in the fermenter. When I opened it up, the sulfur was still there, but it was mild. In fact, it was even less than that. It was present, but not overpowering. Like, well, I don't know about this. So it's kegged, the keg is charged. As I said, this stuff is green. It would put Kermit to shame. But I'm fine reviewing them like that. Last thing is I used Wyeast 2787. That's one of my favorite ones to use. Well, actually, I like most of the Belgian strains. And yeah, that's about all I have for that one. This is 5% alcohol. I was surprised it was even that high. I was only expecting 4.5 at the most. But no, it did pretty good. I could let it age longer, but I think 2.5 weeks is fine, and it does need the condition in the keg. Okay, so, all that said, here's what it looks like. It is very dark, as you can tell, right? In the light here, it is the darkest brown you can get without being black. But yeah, on video it may come across as black, but no, it's just a super, yeah, you're not getting a darker brown than this, let's go black. The head's died down considerably since I tapped it, but it's been staying steady at about that 1/4 inch, so I mean, there's really not a lot to see. It's just dark, it's not transparent at all, but that's what I wanted. See, can you see? Nah, you really can't. Okay. Sadly, I only get sulfur out of the nose, but it's incredibly faint. As a matter of fact, if I didn't know it was there, I wasn't drawing it in, I probably couldn't really tell. And I'm sure it'll fade away with time. But, one last note on that. So when I went back to Homebrew Shop, I mentioned the owner, yeah, the molasses you have, apparently it's sulfur, you're not supposed to use that. I didn't know there's sulfured and unsulfured. I had no idea. And there's blackstrap and others. I don't know exactly what hers was. She goes, no, mine's not sulfured. Well, the little canister I bought was. She's like, oh my god, I didn't know that. She told me she's used it before and she's never had anybody say anything. Well, I don't know. But mine was definitely had that rotten egg smell. And like I said, I used it based on what I read. And anyway, here we go. Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and sample it now rather than keep waiting around because I want to make this video kind of short. For being the color of Kermit's or Dr. Seuss grenades and ham. I don't even know why I said that. Actually, I am getting subtle hints of Belgian yeast and some of those candy dark fruit notes, but everything is incredibly soft right now. And that will change in time. I've made other reviews of my beers that are green, and I've came back to them after a week or two. I didn't make another video on it. Almost all of them, the flavor's improving, and it tastes so much better. Like my signature amber, after I had that, it tasted okay when it was green. I've had over the past week, and it's really getting better. Okay, one more, and I'm going to end this. Tastes on the higher end of light body or lower to medium body. I don't get the sulfur in my mouth, but those little bit sugary Belgian notes, a little bit of dark fruit notes, yeah, they're incredibly immature, but they'll come peaking as time goes on. So I'd have to say for a beer that I thought was damaged from that molasses, so far it's actually not too bad. I will use molasses again in the future. I'll use beet sugar, but I thought, what the hell, she'll have molasses, why not? Well, I won't do that again. Anyway, okay, well, that's all for now. So, again, this is a Belgian dark beer, not strong, just a dark Belgian. Cheers.